Once upon a time in Black entrepreneur history, there lived an African American man named Julian Francis Abel. And he became not only an entrepreneur, but an architect. And he was the architect who's responsible for much of the Duke University campus. Let's get into it. So, Julian Francis Abel was born in Pennsylvania in 1881 to parents Charles and Mary Abel. He attended the Institute for Colored Youth and then went on to get his Bachelor's of Science in Architecture from the University of Pennsylvania. He was a phenomenal student, both places. He became the first African American to graduate from the Graduate School of Fine Arts. And he became the president of the Student Architectural Society. While in school, Julian Francis Abel pulled double duty. And when I say double duty, I mean he worked at the Lewis Hickman architectural firm during the day and did his studies at night. Now, during this time, he fell in love with French architecture. He even went over to Europe, where he became more in love with French architecture. Upon his return back to the United States, he went back to work with Horace Trombauer architectural firm. And it was there that he became the chief designer. And then later, when Trombauer passed away, guess who became in charge of the full firm? Julian Francis Abel. He was now an entrepreneur with his own architectural firm. The firm went on to be responsible for many very prestigious projects, such as the Widener Memorial Library at Harvard University, the Free Library of Philadelphia, to which he was the sole designer of the Central Branch, the Land Title Building, the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and also Julian Francis Abel was responsible for Duke University's West Campus. He was the primary designer. He designed several buildings on the Duke University campus, and his portrait is up in one of the buildings he designed. And if you're wondering, those structures are still standing today. But here's a not-so-known fact. Julian Francis Abel was not even allowed to step foot on Duke University's campus, despite being the designer. Why? Racism. That's a shame, right? The architect couldn't even go on campus to see his buildings. Julian Francis Abel passed away in 1950. However, he left a lasting legacy in the United States of America and in his family. Guess what? His children and grandchildren became architects. On top of that, in 1942, he was admitted into the American Institute for Architects. May he rest in peace.